The Joint Chiefs of Staff today, Malcolm, issued a memorandum to the entire United States military that saying that the violent riot in Washington, D.C. on January 6, 2021 was a direct assault on the U.S. Congress, the Capitol building, and our constitutional process. Any act to disrupt the constitutional process is not only against our traditions, values, and oath, it is against the law. NBC reports that metal detectors have been set up outside the House chamber. Anyone going in, including members, now have to go through metal detectors. That says to me that the call is coming from way inside the House. If the Joint Chiefs have to issue a memo like that, and now Republican members of Congress, who some of them brag that they have guns, have to go through a metal detector. Are you worried about the military standing behind democracy on the 20th?
I am absolutely not. And let me explain to you why. First off, at the end of the American Revolution, there was almost a revolution itself inside U.S. forces that were stationed at the headquarters in Newburgh, New York. No one was getting paid. People weren't being let out of the armed forces. And George Washington almost had a revolt of his army. Washington came into a meeting of the people who were actually conspiring to overthrow him as commander-in-chief and abandon the country. And he gave what's now known as the famous Newburgh Address. The Newburgh Address appealed to their loyalty as citizens to make the American experiment happen. Every officer in the armed forces is read the Newburgh Address. I suspect today the document that was written by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff forever in American history will be equal, if not just a little bit below, the importance of the Newburgh Address. It laid out clearly and specifically that the armed forces of the United States does not only not engage in these activities, but are opposed to these activities and referred to the people who did it as insurrectionists and insurgents. The armed forces does not play in this game to the, I'm sure to the chagrin of Donald Trump and all of the people who in right-wing fever swamp have been for months saying that the military is coming to the rescue. Mike Flynn and special operations are going to arrest Nancy Pelosi. Not happening. We will defend the Constitution. The Constitution is the lawful order. And in less than a week, there will be a new president who will command all U.S. forces.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.